Hey guys, Angelo Lambropoulos, Director of Lambros Realty, and you're watching the 36th episode of FAQu, Frequently Asked Questions, in which we answer for you as a consumer. So today what I'm going to talk to you about is, as a purchaser, should you attend the pest and building inspection when you get one done? The answer to that is yes, you should attend and not just rely on the report itself. Now the reason I say that is this. And you don't have to be there for the whole duration because depending on the size of the property. On average, it can take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. So, just politely ask how long it'll take for the inspection to take place, and then you can, come at the end and talk to the inspector. So the reason, again, just going back to why you should attend, is to find out, obviously, how much the costs and repairs will actually be, because you're not going to get an estimate on your report of how much it'll cost to fix such damage. The other thing as well is to ascertain what's a major defect and what's a minor. Now, generally speaking, if there's termite infestation, structural issues, or water penetration, they're the general three big things that most people don't proceed with the purchase. If it's a minor defect, that obviously won't stop you from proceeding, but you just want to know how much it'll cost to fix those issues, so you can address them when you move in, to ensure they don't become major defects. So that's why, for those of you that aren't experienced with the pest and building reports, obviously there's a whole series of clauses in there that talk about, whilst there weren't traces of termites, look, we can't guarantee that there isn't, get a proper termite inspection done. So there's all these clauses to obviously protect the pest and building inspectors, naturally, but don't let that deter you. It's more just a protection clause. So I guess really what you want to look for, if there's no evidence of termite activity, you can look, nothing's guaranteed, but it's, a certain way, is sort of a near certain way of understanding that, all right, well, there's nothing actually wrong with the property, and if there was, it would have been picked up in the pest and building report. If you see, there were no visible evidence, and obviously you'll see this in every pest and building report, but every precaution could be taken, because termites can burrow their way through a garden bed that's impeding the weep hole. All you're going to do is just make sure that when you move in, and if you really want to make a precaution, get rid of that garden bed, right? But don't let it obviously deter you from purchasing the property, because what will happen, you'll do a pest and building report on the next home, find out that there's the same issue, probably don't like that home as much as the first one you were interested in, and you're sitting there going, wow, all right, well, I've just had the same thing written here and it's not an actual issue. So for those of you that are experienced, obviously that's not going to deter you. For those of you that are doing your pest and building report for the first time, a lot of the content can come across as scary. And obviously if you don't attend, you'll sit there going, geez, I don't want to pursue this house because it's got a whole series of problems. In actual fact, they're not really problems, right? And any existing dwelling or anything you buy secondhand, mind you, is always going to have something that needs rectification. So yeah, you don't want to let that deter you, because you'll miss out on your dream home, and you'll kick yourself later on, because you'll undergo other pest and building reports and find out that okay, some may be worse, perhaps some may be better, but the ones that are better, we're only talking minor defects here. So again, I hope that helps. And pest and building reports can come across quite scary. Obviously for legal reasons, the inspectors need to cover themselves, so do understand that. And I guess the whole reason you want to attend is to speak to the inspector themselves, especially if you're not in the building game and don't understand it too well, for their professional opinion, and how much will the damages cost, and do they advise you proceed with this property given on the inspection they've just conducted. So they'll be able to tell you in 1 to 2 minutes what you'll see in a 44-page report that naturally will put the fear of God into you most times. So again, Angelo Lambropoulos, Director of Lambros Realty. Any further questions on this topic, you can call me on 029481 0999, email me on info@lambrosrealty.com.au. or simply visit me at the office here at Apple Tree Shops, Cherrybrook. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again next week. See you guys.